Hey guys, Admiral Seabass here. Welcome to Operation Killing Fields, turn 6.1, Soviet Far East Command. Let's get right into it. So, first thing we're going to do is tech. See here again, going for the same techs here. So, computers, advanced SLBMs, advanced sonar, Top Gun, and advanced manufacturing. All right, the randomizer per Captain G. That looks a little bit better. Okay, yellow's a miss and green is a miss. But I got blue and I got red and I got the brown. So let's come up here. So we got computers stage 3, advanced SLBM stage 2, and I believe advanced sonar will go to stage 2. I missed Top Gun and advanced manufacturing. All right, let me shut my utility door here. It's a little bit noisy. All right, purchase 39 IPP. I got my missiles in the back. 4 IPP for 2 paramilitary, 6 for 2 light infantry, 6 for 2 SAMs, 8 for 2 mechs, 4 for a heavy Yak 38 on a heavy aircraft cruiser, and I just love these new flight stands, the VSTOL. 6 for a destroyer and 4 for a diesel electric sub. Okay, combat movement. So we will start way down here, and apologies, but my son is a bit of a Nerf war outside my door, game room door here. So down here, from South Vietnam, we're taking a naval attack bomber. And he will go, he has 7 movement from the airbase. So 1, 2 to P-52, 3 to P-62, and 4 to attack that lonely little pack naval attack bomber there who is not at a naval air station. So that's attack number 1. Attack number 2 will be here in Thailand. Chinese were surprisingly aggressive into Thailand, considering that is a Pacific Command ally, and Pacific Command just sent China a next-gen MBT for 6 IPP for China to be invading and capturing a former Pacific Command ally, even one that had been taken over by the Soviets. Interesting escalation there. So we would like to try to take Thailand back. So we will bring this amphibious assault ship will come out of port, and then he will come into P-45, and he will take the 2 Marines from Jakarta, and then he will land them in Thailand for an amphibious assault. There are 2 Yak 38s on the heavy aircraft cruiser here. So they will both join the party in Thailand. Because it's an amphibious assault, my cruiser here, one of my cruisers, will stay in P-45, and he will launch 1 cruise missile into Thailand, which I'm not prepared here with my pieces, so I need to go grab some extra cruise missiles. So let me grab a couple of those. Yeah, I see one in my box, extra one, so I need to fix that. So 1 cruise missile. And then there's a naval attack bomber and a fighter here in South Vietnam. They will come over and join the party. Like this. And then finally, my Tu-22M will do carpet bombing. But since it's jungle, his carpet bombing will be reduced by 2 dice, so he'll only get 1 dice. So that is Thailand. Now, a combat move is going on silent running. So these 2 SSGNs, the nuke sub and the diesel electric sub, will all slide up here to P40. That'll be 1, 2, 3. And they will go on silent running. And then 2 more combats all the way up here. So let me pull everything around here, which you can't see, but I have my handy dandy cheat sheet here. So into Dornagavi here, where China has 2 light infantry and an early gen MBT, we will fire 1 cruise missile from the major airbase in Vladivostok, 1, 2. Another one from Novosibirsk, 1, 2, 3. The great thing about major air bases is you get a +1 in that all your cruise missiles fired from your major air bases, representing ground launch cruise missiles or GLCMs, which had pretty long ranges. So that'll be my 2 cruise missiles into Dornagavi. All right, and then 1 MBT from Central Manchuria, 1 light infantry from Central Manchuria, and then the 2 attack helicopters from Central Manchuria as well. All right. And then pretty much everything else here, other than the Su-25, since it's loitering and cannot go, will go into southern Manchuria. And everything from Vladivostok, except the ASW helicopter, it's all going in here to Central Manchuria, or to Southern Manchuria. My apologies. That's 3 MBTs, SAM, 4 next gens, 3 SAMs from here, 2 artillery from Northern, and then 2 more artillery from Central. And I've already got the Chinese units set up on the battle board. And that is all my combats. All right. So let's see if we can go ahead and knock out Dornagavi first. And in Dornagavi, Ozark Outpost, its casualty order is early gen MBT, then light infantry. And we both confirmed there's no terrain in effect for this combat. So let me move you over here so you can see me roll the dice. So we will first roll 2 FEC cruise missiles at 5 or less, first strike. And there's 1 hit. So I believe he said early gen MBT first. Correct. So he's down to 2 light infantry. All right, so then I've got 2 attack helicopters at a 6. And then a light infantry, which would normally attack at 2, but he's bumped up to a 3 because of the attack helicopter. And then I've got the main battle tank at a 4. So let me slide this out of here. All right, 2 attack helicopters, light infantry, and main battle tank. And that's 1 hit, which I only got because of my plussed up light infantry. All right. So then let's go 2 at 4 for my good friend Ozark Outpost in defense. So I'll go ahead and take the light infantry off as the casualty, and we'll roll his 2 light infantry in defense. All right. 2 at 4. There's 1 hit. So cruise missiles are already gone. So I'll take the light infantry for a casualty. And then we are down to, and I can roll all these at the same time now. So light infantry's gone. And I'll add, so 1 light infantry defending, 2 attack helicopters, 1 MBT. All right, so China light infantry missed, and both my attack helicopters hit, and my main battle tank missed. But that'll get the job done. So we will take back Dornagavi with the main battle tank. All right. Now let's do the big one. And I'm probably going to pause it so that I can move everything over and not bore you all. Struggled to find a good angle, but I think I found one. So here we go. So first strike. So China has 2 artillery. Firing Kim, we'll use red for China. So they'll have 4 dice. Soviets have, China has 2 artillery with 4 dice. Soviets have 4 artillery with 8 dice. So there's 4. 5, 6. I think I'm out of brown dice. So I'll use the 2 yellow dice for the Soviets also. So red dice, China. All the other dice are the Soviets. And we're looking for 3s or less on both sides. Ho! So China got 2 hits. The first one's ignored since FEC has Kim stage 4. Kim Warfare Doctrine stage 4, but that will be a hit. And FEC got 1 hit out of 8 dice. So, but that will cause Kim disruption because China's only at stage 1 for Kim Warfare Doctrine. So the early gen MBTs will come down to 1, and the next gen MBT will come down to a 5. So could have been better. FEC will lose a main battle tank in that pretty paltry exchange. I'm going to have to send our artillery gunners back to chemical weapons training. All right, so we will start at the top. So we will roll these 4 dice for our next gens. We have 4 next gens at 6, and then we have 1 fighter at a 6. I'm going to need to roll those separately because of target select. So let's see what happens. That was somewhat better. So we have 2 land target selects with our next gens, and then 1 general hit. And then we also have a land target select with our fighter. So that is 4 hits. So, but I can't target select the next gen because I didn't roll a 1. So he's only got 5 units. So if I target select the 2 artillery, then then I could target select. It wouldn't really matter, but he'd lose two early gen MBTs anyway. Or I could target select the 3 early gen MBTs, but that wouldn't make sense because they still get to shoot. So yeah, we'll do it that way. We'll take out his 2 artillery who have already shot, and we'll just do 2 of his next gen or his early gens because there's nothing else that can really happen because I didn't roll a 1. Okay, so let's roll 2 main battle tanks now at a 4. And that's miss. Dang. Okay. So let's roll 3 early gens at a 1. And then let's roll his next gen main battle tank at a 5. All right, so his early gens all missed, but he did get a land target select, and he said he would target select a... he didn't get a 1, so he's going to take 1 of my artillery. All right, so we'll just take that off. So round 2 is China has an early gen MBT and an next gen MBT left. These 3 artillery will come down here. Chemical is still, disruption's still in effect, but double dice is no longer in effect. So let's go ahead and roll 4 next gen MBTs in red and the fighter in brown. All right, so I got 3 hits, including a 1. So that'll get it done. So now we will roll like this for China. See what damage China can do. That is a early gen at a 1, next gen at a 5. And they both hit. Unbelievable. But not a target select. So I will lose the 2 MBTs. Man, these defenders, I tell you, they have been rolling really, really well. Really well. So we will take Southern Manchuria, which will put us back up to 19 base. And that'll get us actually 2 bonus. 1 for the territory and then an additional because I have all of Manchuria. So we will take it with 3 artillery. Oh, his light infantry should be gone there. 3 artillery, 4 next gens, 4 SAMs, and 2 of my air units, which I'll land in non-combat. Okay. So that's that. So I will turn that over. Now let's go down here. So this is easy. This is an auto kill. He's not at a naval air station, so he has to retire from combat. And then he's victorious, and when he's victorious, automatically the defending retiring units die. So there's an auto kill, essentially. All right. And then let's do Thailand, which I think is the last. And I'm not going to battle board this. So let's do... We have 2 first strikes. We have the cruise missile at 5. And we have the cruiser at 2. Miss. Dang. Feeling a little hard done by, guys, with these dice. All right, so the 2 yaks are at 4. The naval attack bomber is at a 7. The 2 marines are at a 3. So let's use the brown dice for the 3s. And then the carpet bombing from the Tu-22M is just a single die at a 2. All right, looking for 2 hits. Oh, fighter. Forgot the fighter. Fighter is at a 6, which I cannot find on this dice. There it is. Okay. All right, wow. Tu-22M hit. The fighter hit. And nothing else hit. Dang. All right, but I got the 2 hits I needed. So let's just leave these up here. So the airborne defends at a 2. And the light infantry defends at a 4. So blue dice. Green dice. Is that green? Yep. All right, let's roll them. All right, I'll take that. Woo, close. Both missed. Okay. So we will take back Thailand. Okay, with 2 Marines and a bunch of air units that will need to land. And that will once again get us up to 20. And then for the base, and then for the bonus, back up to 33. All right, non-combat. Let me go grab my cheat sheet. had to move the pack dashboard because it was in the way for my camera work. All right, sea lift. We're gonna move. There's a Sam in Cambodia. He's gonna sea lift 1, 2, 3, or no, 1, 2 into Philippines. So I'll have 2 Sams now in the Philippines. All right, okay, this is a little complicated. So one of the yaks will land back here in P-45 on the amphibious assault ship. Okay. The other yak, who's already moved 1, will move 2 to P-45 and 3 to P-37, where the heavy aircraft cruiser will move in, and he will land on that. We'll move the frigate and the destroyer that are in port in Jakarta will also come here to P-45. And then the rest of the fleet here, first of all, the battle cruiser will collect a ASW helicopter. The ASW carrier will collect the other ASW helicopter. And hang on. Ooh. Yeah. We'll move to P-45, but leaving behind 1 more frigate in P-45. And then we'll deploy 1 of the ASW helicopters here into ASW Air Patrol. And this yak obviously will land back on the heavy aircraft cruiser. And I might want to think about that slightly more. All right, I'll think about it while I'm doing my turn. Then, let's see. The Tu-22M, the naval attack bomber, and the fighter that were in Thailand will all land in the Philippines. And I'm going to move this card representing my naval strike group to the Philippines. Okay. All right, let me think. I will not put that ASW guy. He will land back on that heavy aircraft cruiser. Yeah. I think we will do that. Well, let me think. All right, I'll think more about that. I'll reserve the right to change some of these moves, guys. I just saw something that I hadn't seen before, so just reserve that right. The naval attack bomber down in Western Australia will go 1, 2, 3 and land back here in Borneo using the extent of his movement. And then all the way up here, as I mentioned, I would do the air superiority fighter, and the fighter will land back here in Vlad. The 2 attack helicopters will land back here in Central Manchuria. Okay. All right. I think that is the extent of my non-combat movement. Again, reserving the right to change my mind about P-37 and the composition of the ships in P-37 and P-45, which I can do in our chat. All right. So let's collect it. Oh, no. Let's place units. Okay. So all right, placing units. Oh, I forgot to mention I'm also sending a light infantry. And this light infantry I will send to North Vietnam. So that'll give me 6 light infantry in North Vietnam. All right. Then I've got 2 paramilitary to place. One will go here in northern Manchuria. The other one will go here in the Philippines. I have 2 light infantry to place. One will go in Vladivostok. The other one will go in Cambodia. Okay, I have 2 SAMs to place. One will go in Vladivostok. The other will go in Cambodia. Gives me a light infantry and a SAM in Cambodia because I know that was off screen. The 2 mechs will go in Vladivostok. The Yak-38 will be built on the heavy aircraft cruiser here in P-37. The destroyer will be built here at the minor shipyard in Cambodia. Over. And last, the diesel electric sub will be built in port in the minor shipyard in Cambodia. So I put that here in port, reflecting that he is in port. Okay. So I think that does it. Now let's collect income. So I'm at 20 base, and actually my bonuses are now 14 because I'm at computer stage 3. That gives me +2. So I have 8 for Southeast Asia, 2 for computers, and 4 for Chinese land zones, and all of Manchuria. So now I just need to roll for global support. So let's see what we get. That's a 3, so that's 3 IPP. So 34 plus 3 will be 37 IPP for Far East Command next turn. This is Admiral Seabass signing off.